Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Michelle again, Cordy, and I'm here to talk a little bit more with you about my transformation or my living abroad experience. So the last time we spoke, I gave you a little bit of information about, selling our home and selling our vehicles and all of that nature. We started selling the home around the beginning of March. And at that same time, I want to say about in the middle of March, end of February, middle of March, we took January we took a trip to Panama. And then in February, we took another trip to Panama. And during this time is where we start looking at apartments and, if we want to buy a home or apartment, which was better for us. And, for us, just thinking about cost of living and being able to live a fuller life, we just agreed that we would rather rent than own. And some of you guys may have experience with owning a home. There's a lot that goes with that, including maintenance, security, pest control. I mean, there is just so much. And so those things we didn't want to worry about. So while we were in Panama, we visited several different areas. I think we went to Caso Viego. I'm probably not saying it right, but we went to San Francisco and went to this little area called Bella Vista, in which we really liked. So we settled for Bella Vista because it's in the city of Panama, and it's walkable to everything that we needed at this time. Gym, doctors, pharmacy, anything of that nature is close by within walking distance. And we have two huge parks by us. We live near Park Uraca, but we also have access to Park Omar, which is a little bit further away from us, but not much. So we decided to go ahead and start our rental process, which included us having to have temporary residency. It also a down payment, first and this month's rent. So you had a month and a whole rent. We needed to get a bank account. So those are some of the things we were working on between February and March. So I want to say around April, we had everything situated where we found an apartment we liked. It's a bit smaller than it was actually a lot smaller than what we were living in, but it was everything we needed for now at this point in our lives. And we spoke to the landlord. She was very nice. It is a bit different going from being your own landlord to having a landlord, so that's an adjustment period that we're still working on, but we've had no problems. We have cable, we have the electric bills coming in, which are not very much at this time. And then all of the little things that we needed, cell phones and all that. We did all that on our 3 trips prior to moving here. So that was on the back end of being in the home in Atlanta and working to dissolve all that stuff we had, move the furniture, give things away. On the other side, we were working in Panama to make the other side of our mission, moving here. So I know I'm probably forgetting a few things because, I probably need to write these things down. But the bottom line is that we started a process and we just made a plan and we started going for it. And it was a multifaceted plan. We were doing things in the U.S. as well as here over in Panama so that our transition would be smooth. So we're here now and we're loving it. We do, people always ask me, what are you going to do, retire? You're so young. And I would say retirement is a state of mind. It's not necessarily an age. And it depends on what you want, how you want to live your life. Is, having the nicest place or the nicest car, is that something that is very important to you? Or experiences are important to you, during your transition to retirement. So that's some of the reasons we chose to come here. And pretty much what we do, we do our own thing. There's no time clock. So if we wake up early, we can, I go to the gym most days, and my husband walks the dog. every morning. And so sometimes I accompany them to walk the dog. Sometimes I go to the gym. It just depends on the day. And we make our decisions day by day. No stress, you know. If we have something to do, we have something to do. If we do not have anything planned, then we make a plan. You know, there's so many areas to explore here. So one of the things we're going to look forward to doing really soon here is going out to Boquete, which is a mountain town, and spend the weekend out there and see what it's like. They have coffee plantations out there and a lot of greenery. I heard it's beautiful out there. You don't need heat or air. The temperature is like a cool 75 degrees, you know. Maybe it may get around 65 at the coolest, but it's a nice, comfortable town that I hear a lot about. So we're going to go there for a weekend. And there's so many areas in Panama that we want to explore. So we're just checking off our list and you know, figuring out which we want to do next. And in addition to that, we're going to be taking some trips and, you know, overseas, well, not overseas, but we're going to be taking some trips to other countries. And we'll keep you abreast of those as well. So that's kind of what I have for now. If you want any more information or you have specific things you want me to discuss, feel free to let me know here and I'll respond back to you and I'll try to get those things answered. I just want to thank you for tuning in. If you like, you know, if you really like and you want to subscribe, that's awesome. But please like it and share it. So part of my transition is going to be, you know, how I'm living here in Panama and what are the things that I am doing. So I will share those with you to come. All right. I hope this was informative to some of you guys and helpful to others. So have a great evening and thank you for tuning in.